Hey guys, and welcome back to Code&Gamology. Today, we're going to be making a game which we haven't done for quite a while. And it's going to be Escape the Scary Dog. This is also from a squirrel's point of view. Okay, so let me show you what this game is about. So we have different levels here. The goal is to not touch the dog and get to the finish. It's like a platformer game. You have to take the swing to get across. This level is about the elevator. You have to jump through the boxes here. Find the hidden route by going through. Just walk across this nuts. Figure out that you have to walk on the words "ah," and then you win. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so this time I'm gonna start with nothing but a blank page. You can create a new project. So they'll always give us this cat. So you can also keep this cat as the angry character, as like the dog. But I'm gonna delete the cat. Then you can go to the sprites and choose whatever you want. I think this time I'm gonna choose a bear. Okay. And then the next step, once we got our characters, is to make the background. The background, the good part about it, it's pretty easy for this thing. All you need is a green blank page. This thing like that. Slowly make it go down a bit. You can make it whatever color you want. I'm gonna destroy the outline, but you can keep it. And then I'm gonna add a blue. Okay, looks kind of good. And then, I'm just gonna make mine a little foggy. And how do you do that? Well, first we have to shrink it down so you can see every single part of this. Pretty much. So outline it with this thing. And then we're gonna remember what this is. 52, 84, and 86. 52, 84, and 86. Also has that feeling. We're going to top it up with the other side. You can make something like this actually might work. So this side, now it's completely vanishing. But if we make it like this, now that's kind of like a vanishing ground, I guess. But we have to make sure these sides have a little bit of a sight. You can kind of see them. Okay, so now it kind of looks like a foggy day. We can go work on our characters. So this thing, you can make its eyes red or something like that. Yeah, it's very simple. I'm gonna make my bear give my bear a red eye. Simple, actually. There, it looks evil now. Okay. We should probably shrink it or else it'll be too easy to die. Yeah, that's very small. Okay, that's very small. Okay, and then let's start coding. So first, we're gonna give it the coding of direction. So in start, we're gonna point in direction 90. And then where is that point in direction 90? Find the forever loop. Throw it in. Find the glide. So we also have to get the go to. And start's gonna go here. And then we're gonna give it the gliding pause. Glide over here. Point in a negative 90 direction. And then we're gonna have it glide back and do it all over again. So right now our bear, evil-eyed, will just come up and do this little spinny dance. You don't want it. So we'll keep it this direction. Now that we have an evil bear that's moving across, we need to slow it down. 2 is a good. There, that's good enough. Okay, so what do we do next? Well, the next thing we need to do is add in our main character. Our main character, for me, it was a squirrel. But this time I'm gonna make a different one. You can do whatever you want. Let's make the cat the main character then. Then it won't be escape the scary dog. It'll be escape the scary bear. You can do whatever you want. And y'all can also write cat's point of view. I'm gonna have to make this cat really itsy bitsy if it's gonna fit on the game. Yeah, look, that's how small it is. Currently, we can't add any code for the squirrel because we need to add the backdrops. So for the backdrops, it's gonna be like a platformer game. So how do we make a backdrop? It's still pretty easy actually. Take a box, make it kind of grayish, kind of like a piece of metal. Shrink it, so it's kind of like a bar. And then you can go and copy and paste it. Then take a color that looks like wood. Something like this. This will be a good box. And then to get things over, we can go copy it. And then align it. And let it go down a little. It takes a long time, so you would rather just draw it. Make it go down a little. So that's a little easier for a beginner to just go across. And also you have to make sure they are always behind the wooden planks. Now this you can't really see it, but it's still a good idea to put it. Okay, so now that we have this platform, we're gonna make this wooden plank that's on your head. Now you may be wondering what we're gonna do with this plank. It's a good idea to put it up here, so you don't have to rush later. And then you simply get this gray color-ish item, make a circle here, and get another gray circle-ish item, make a circle here. And then all we can do is start coding. But we can only code a little bit right now, but still. So we're gonna do the basic controls. Go Y, X, if, and negative 10. That's the basic controls. Right arrow is 10, left arrow is negative 10. Now right now we can just move. But we can only move on the sky. That's weird, right? So let's make gravity. First I'm gonna delete my variable, make a variable, call it there we go. we're gonna make a set gravity variable. That's just that's a block. Just simply, this is the code. Now, what's the gravity gonna be? Well, let's just make it 3, for instance. If you play the game now, nothing will happen. But we have to apply the code for gravity. Change. There. But you see, it's just going up. So, -3. Poor cat. He's just falling. So, how do we make things different? This is ground. So when it touches this color, it'll change X by 4. Or 3.5, anything like that will work. But no, I got the X one. There, we got a jumping cat. Oh man. And that's basically all the code we can do right now. Well, we can still do the jump if you want. Let's do the jump. Also, we have the switch background, which is 1, 2. So now let's just do this thing. I'm gonna give it the switch backdrop. We're gonna give it the go to. But we already have the go to, so we don't really need that. We can give it a forever loop, which we need to give it an if loop. And this touching key. And then we're gonna do that repeat. So it looks more like a jump than just a blast off. You can simply do change Y by 30 if you want. And then we're gonna give it a weight block. This one is gonna weigh 0.5. Now let's see what happens. We can jump. Make that short itsy bitsy jump. Okay, now that we have this, we need the swing. The swing is a sprite. First, let's draw the swing in motion. Or you can call it just without doing anything. There, we got a good thing. Make it go down. Ah, it's too bright. I'm gonna do it then, but you can do it anyway. Now this line is gonna make it a bit thicker. You only need it to give it a little bit. And then we have to line it in a range to meet that thing. Yeah, that's good. Copy and paste. There we go. Gonna bring the other line to meet the other circle. There, that's the common rest. Okay, so we go grab the other type's color, and then we simply add it here. There. Our first stage. Now we have it just hanging. But the bear will get to us. Okay. So we have to have a moving swing. But how? Simply twist the degrees. And have them go back by duplicating them. So you go this way, that way, and this way. But this way, it's missing completely the angles. It's completely missing. So you go align them, and then just simply add them here. There, and then go back. And then we're gonna do this thing, this duplicate. And then we're just gonna completely copy this thing. We're gonna completely flip it horizontally. And then we gotta align it again. Then we're gonna do this thing as duplicate. And then we're done, basically. Just see it go through once. That direction. But what we'll realize is that it's going through the same thing. But what if we delete that one? We'll start off here, go that way, that way, that way, that way again, that way. It works. So when start, we're gonna have to repeat. Or you can simply put on a forever loop. Put on a 0.5. And then a costume. Now what we'll have here is a moving swing. You still can't get up as it's not going high enough. So how do we do this? The swing's not going high enough. That means we have to have the swings go higher. In order to do that, you have to group them all, turn them bit by bit. And then this thing we'll have to, we will need a longer swing. That will do. And we can copy it. Copy the complete thing. Get this thing deleted. Paste that thing. Flip it horizontally. Attach it. There we go. This swing will work now. We have to wait on a good time to go on and don't die. Now we might think the swing's moving a bit too fast. So what if we give it 1 second? Dead. Yeah, that's simply what we want the swing to be. Then we can hide away the gravity variable. We don't really want that. And let me just go to the other side. And then look, the cat gets to go to 36 as X. So it goes to 240. So what we do here is to make it so that winds start foreverly. If we're ever at the X, which is here, 240. We're going to go to the next backdrop. Yeah, right now we only have one backdrop. So right now, if we just simply add another backdrop, it's gonna go crazy. You see, flashing. It just go crazy. Why is this going? Because we're all at 240 and we didn't give it a limit. So, just stop this for a second and think about the possible solutions. Well, all we have to do actually is to teleport the cat back to its original position, which is simple. A simple solution. There you go. Let's see. Well, of course, end up in the white backdrop. Okay, there we go. And then we'll need a second backdrop, and we're basically done. You can add as many backdrops as you want. So right now, here, I'm just gonna randomly copy this thing. We're gonna copy this entire thing. But then we're gonna delete these things. We have several things we need to delete here. The top layers. And you might as well want to change the level. But I'm not doing that. I'm just simply doing that. But this is an example version. And we're gonna have this thing weird. Because right now, it's just completely here. The swing says, the swing's still here. But it's floating. How do we get rid of this? Well, if equal sign and if backdrop down here, backdrop number not backdrop number is not equivalent to 1. It's foreverly checking if we have this. So, if the backdrop is not 1, which means it is not 1 or anything, we're gonna say, well, hide. At the beginning, we're gonna show. Okay, so bye guys, that's it. But you can add as many backdrops as you want. You can even call on this swing for a different time. How do you do that? Well, say if it's not equivalent to 1 or the backdrop number for the slide you want this on. So you can add as many slides as you want and everything you can work on. So, bye guys, and please like, share, and subscribe.